See. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Cleaning up my work area. Yesterday, I made a really pretty Lola. Like, I wanted to keep it. Good morning. I can give you information. Un momento, por favor. Let's see. So yesterday I made this really pretty Lolo. I was on the phone with Monica. We were FaceTiming, and I just love the way it turned out. I love when you like your bag so much that you want to keep it. Like you're like, I want to make a duplicate. And that's pretty much what I felt like yesterday because it was Lords of the Ring. Oh, I'm a sucker for Lords of the Ring. Felt a lot yesterday. Let's see. And here's, I just put the Patreon information inside the chat. So yeah, I made that bag and I was trying to cut out the Ava to make today, but lo and behold, my son, who's in elementary school, has a random half day today. The other two don't have a half day, so I need to pick him up in a few hours. So I'm hoping I can cut it out, make the first one, because I prefer to make the bag first, so that way I can give you all the tips and tricks so you don't have to make the bag multiple times. And then if I can get all that done, then I will film tomorrow after I have a few appointments. I won't be live tomorrow morning. I have a couple of appointments, and by the time I get back, it'll be probably the evening time. So, but I will be back on live on Saturday. I have so much mess here. You know, like when you punch out the holes, all the little hole punch out droppings? No, it's not. Physical therapist is, I used to like loathe mine. I had to get, I think I've told the story here. My son, when he was 2 years old, he was going up the stairs and thought, I guess he could fly. So he just like went back. So I caught him and I fell going down the stairs. Well, even though I'm an ex-gymnast, my leg couldn't go in that position, and my hip bone fractured in like a couple different places, and I actually have like a metal rod and nuts and screws into my hip. It's pretty cool. Not cool during the some times of the season, like when like a hurricane or a tropical storm comes in. I am like dying. Like my arthritis in my leg is real, and I feel sorry for anyone that has arthritis because that pain is real. So I had to go to the physical therapist a lot to recover some of my muscle mass. My muscles were atrophy in that leg, and I did not like it. Every time I went there, I would just like side-eye him, like, you put me through this pain. Knowing he did it. I know he did it. He was there to help. Good morning. Yeah, so I am going to cut out the Ava. I'm hoping I can cut it all out and get it all fused before my son comes out, and then I'm going to put it together. I'm just trying to, the hardest part for me is always picking out the fabrics. I'm trying to go everything back to nerdy, because I have like a couple of Comic-Cons and a couple conventions coming up within this, like the next 6 months. And I like to have enough stock of everything so that way I can, have a good show. And also, it's really good to have, because in case someone likes a bag but they don't like the fabric, they'll like order from you to get something custom. Similar to the bag that I put on my shorts, because the person wanted it to be all nice and classy, have kind of like the vintage Dooney and Burke. So the outside was brown, chocolate brown, and emerald green cork. And then the two accent pieces on the Lola were leather. And the inside was all Lord of the Ring. So she was like sophisticated on the outside and total nerd on the inside. So I'm trying to get all that together. I have like a million rivets. My pack just flew open. But that's my plan today. And clean my workroom and get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow there's like a lot of events that are happening tomorrow, and you'll notice the change on Saturday. And then for this weekend, I plan on filming 2 more tutorials. One tutorial I'm filming today for the Patreons. It's a level up class, and I like it. It was recommended from a Patreon, and I'm like really excited to do that class because it's simplistic, but it does make your bag look a little bit more upscale. So I am excited for that. And that's pretty much it. Probably hang out with Monica via call. Yeah, I hate organizing. Like, I really wish that like I could pay Hope, because Hope is my best organizer, just to organize stuff. But she looks at my room, she's like, no, mommy, I'll help you, but your stuff, if I help organize, you'll lose everything. And she's 100% right. Every time they go in my room and try to clean and organize everything, I'm like, where's this fabric? I knew it was in the corner to the left. It's really sweet though. They do try. Oh, and I'm going to do I'm doing a review on the bias tape. I heated it up. The plate works. I just haven't made any bias tape or piping. I'm planning on doing that this weekend, but I also have another review for something else. I've been wanting to have an new iron, because my old iron, it's like this, there's no steam coming out or whatever. So I saved from my sales, and I got a new iron, and I'm really excited about it. It came in yesterday, and I totally fanned out, but I have not opened it yet. Man, I have like a million pencils everywhere. I have a heat press, yes, but here's the thing. I don't use it like other people do. I use the heat press mostly in this is going to be ghetto fabulous. Don't judge me, okay? I use the heat press in fall and winter because it warms up my area. But in summer and spring, I want to toss that thing out of the one window I have. The one window I have down here. Because it takes a long time for it to heat up. It takes like 15 minutes. And then, I don't know. I'm just used to ironing. I like ironing. Especially if it's like when you have... when you're using Sally Tomatoes, a lot of their stuff is iron-on, and they don't put it in the seam allowance. So you can sometimes get shifting, like you slide it down and somehow the interface shifts a little bit in the heat press. But no, I don't use it as much as everyone. And I'm all about saving money on electric. I'm sorry. I am not Daddy Warbucks. I'm not rolling like that. Electricity is real. And down here in the basement, all the vents for air and heat are on the 2 main levels, not the basement. The basement generally stays cold because I'm underground. That window is my backyard when you were to look out. I'm underground, so it stays relatively cool. But in the summer, that heat press, the heat just like stays in that room. So no, I don't use it as much. I like ironing. Ironing is just, you have better control. I even like I have like a little iron for applique that I use a lot too, to get like a nice crease. But I wanted to show more. Someone asked me to show more of like my ironing when I'm doing pockets and stuff. So I'm using one of my Willy carts. I'm going to make an iron station, so that way when I'm doing tutorials, I can show you how I iron things to get a crisper look. Because I use an iron a lot. Like, a lot. Okay, I think I finally got it cleaned. There was a lot of strings everywhere and a lot of punch holes. So, let me show you. So, I wanted this iron for the longest time. It's Mimi G's. And look, you could tell that it's all leopard. I haven't opened, see? So I'm going to open it, do an opening, and then I'll do a review in 2 months to say yay or nay. They had these in minimum quantities. She came out with it in November, and I wanted it. I just didn't have the funds. And what I do to get things is when I sell things, I have like a list in my organizer, like things that I want. and then I'll put things aside, money aside for that specific item. And this item actually went on sale because the original price was way more, and I got it for like $56 less, and I bought it. So I'm really excited because I've never owned, I think it's a Cilio. I've never owned one before. I own like a mini one, but it doesn't do that thing where it like springs up. The mini one is amazing. Like it is perfect if you're just like doing applique or you don't have a big work area. It's amazing. It holds a lot of water, but it doesn't at the same time. When I want it to hold more, I'm always running out. And then when I'm like, okay, I'm done, I'm like, oh man, I gotta dump out this water. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a box opening on this, and also I'll give a review in a few weeks on how I like it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it because I like the travel size one. But yeah, the travel size one paired with the clapper is really nice. So yeah, that is my plans today. I'm trying to figure out what style I want to make for the Ava bag. I was thinking maybe Star Wars. I'm not too sure. Because Mandalorian's about to come out next month. And normally, if you're in the nerdy aspect of bag making, you kind of go with the seasons of stuff. So, like when Lord of the Ring or the Ring of Power comes out, you come out with all your Lord of the Ring stuff. When Stranger Things come out, you come out with all your Stranger Things things. You kind of go with the motions of the TV shows and or with the conventions are who's going to be the headliners. There's certain conventions I go to that are like I go to a Star Trek one every July. So I only come out with Trekkie stuff. Good morning. Yes, I use the mini. I have the mini one. It's blue. I use it in a lot of videos actually. You just don't see it because it's usually off camera when I'm ironing something. I'm trying to do a better station. Oh, Lord of the Rings is year round, but like I'm just saying more when people get hyped, they'll go through Etsy if they're watching Ring of Power, right? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm hyped, and they want to buy it. So you see an influx during certain seasons, like, and then you have those just random nerds like me. Like I have this idea to do Moon Knight, a Moon Knight bag, and I have pulls, and I have this really cool white hammered hardware, and it's about to happen. I'm just sketching it out. Like I wanted to do some I do this thing. I don't know the technical term is like I use vinyl that's very thin and I create like some a shape out of chipboard, and then I kind of glue it and mold it and let it stay, and it gives it a three-dimensional a look, but it really isn't. I have this idea for Moon Knight. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to find a really good vinyl. The vinyl that I got at Fabric Wholesale Direct, if you look at it, it scuffs. So I'm finding the right vinyl for a bag that might get a lot of love. I did a really cool one like 3-4 years ago with the violin for the Umbrella Academy. Oh my god, people lost their stuff at Awesome Con for that. That was like the first bag that sold that particular season. Yeah, you kind of just go with your nerdisms, what's out right now. So everybody knows Mandalorian is out next month. We have Bad Batch on right now. So a lot of my Star Wars stuff are selling right now because there's Star Wars things and happening. And then like when Willow came out, I had people like, can you make me a Aurora Dana bag? And I'm like, I have no idea how to make a bag out of a person, but I will attempt to, I guess. So, or I have people, Discovery Witch fans that are like, make me this kind of thing. It's just, I don't know. I get a big pull for Labyrinth, especially when it comes to their anniversary year. Or Jennifer Connelly had an interview not too long ago talking about working with David Bowie and how her age and how that like set off her career and all that stuff. So like when things come out like that, then people have an influx on it. Or like when Doctor Who's about to change to another doctor. So, got to keep up with your nerdy stuff. I know I have this really cool Moon Knight one. I sketched it out. It's in my planner, and I want to do it. I just need like 2 days of no interaction with anyone for me to complete it. That's how I was with my Phoenix one and my Wonder Woman ones. because I usually cut everything by hand. I don't have a Circuit, I don't have a Cricut or a Silhouette. One day I have a Brother ScanNCut, but it doesn't. It cut. I usually use it to cut chipboard and or cardstock. So, good morning. So I use that. I like my Brother ScanNCut because I can like it has like little cool features that I use like sporadically. Like they have like this really cool bedazzle thing that I was able to make Minnie and Mickey bags for someone, but I haven't used it to cut any major pieces of anything. And the few times I tried to use the pattern SVGs for some people, it always comes out like a half size smaller, and I don't know how to fix that. And to be quite frankly, I have like zero patience for it. Yeah, people using the Cricuts, I would use it just for applique. I'm not gonna lie, because hand cutting stuff out is not the funnest, especially when you're like hypercritical of your work. I can like go through a whole yard of something before I'm like, okay, I'm at peace with this piece. And my husband's like, yeah, but there's just now a yard of waste, and then I'll use it for keychains or whatever. But yes, I have a Moon Knight in my head. I've been having it in my head for like the past 4 months. I love that show. That show should have won all the awards because I really thought, oh boy, we're all these different characters. He's amazing. It addresses a mental illness. It addresses a lot of things that TV series, especially superhero TV series, do not address. So I'm really upset that it didn't win a whole bunch of awards because it should have. It just should have. It was one of the better Marvel things I've seen in a very long time. It kind of gave me like Deadpool feels. The reason why I like Deadpool is not because he cusses or he's funny or he's sarcastic. I like the fact that he is a superhero to me that's realistic. I can't stand a goody two shoe superhero. Like you're not real. Like everybody has jealous thoughts or sad thoughts, or you're more than one dimensional. So that's why I love him. So, and also all the Egyptian stuff. Come on, that's a huge draw. Like I'm a huge Mummy fan. Like anytime that can come on TV, HBO, whatever, I will be stuck on stupid watching it. I've seen the Mummy so many times that my husband says when it's on, I'm mouthing the the lines. So anything with any kind of Egypt stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm all about. Let's watch. So that's all I'm doing today. Picking up my son at 12 and working. Yes. Yeah, and then he's overcoming it. He's more than his mental illness. He's more than multiple personalities. He's more than all of that. So like I literally cried the second to the last episode of the Moonlight. I was like, oh my god, Marvel's trying to make me cry. That's why I don't usually watch Marvel stuff. They try to make me cry. Like they remind me of This Is Us. My husband was stuck immediately to that show, and it was like, we'll make you cry, make you reevaluate your life. I'm like, why would I watch this? Why would I watch this? And that's how I feel sometimes with it. Like I haven't seen Black Panther. It's on Disney Plus. I don't want to see it because right now I know if I sit down and watch it, I wouldn't even say a box of Kleenex. I would probably just get a roll of toilet tissue. I'm not gonna lie. It's right there. It's the same thing. And just cry. I can't watch This Is Us. No. Because if you have a promo saying this will make you cry, I am not watching your show. Like 100%. I'm not gonna watch. You lost a viewer. Now you gained Kendall. So like you get a whole different demographic because he likes that. He like his watching stuff is really weird. Like he'll watch that and then like Marvel cartoons or Marvel cartoons on like that they have, or DC cartoons that they have on HBO. And we have different things. Like I watch like a lot of documentaries and things like that. And my kids will say if it's BBC documentaries, true crime, or like a cartoon that is wildly inappropriate for our kids, that's what mommy watches. It takes a lot for me to watch a show. Like my attention span is just not there. So, but BBC has me stuck on stupid. Like Lady Scarlet. I love that show, man. They need to have things out here. You have to do a whole like VSP thing. You can, if you have a VSPN, you can change your location on Netflix to anywhere in the world. So you can change it to United K, and you can get all the Harry Potters, all the BBC shows. I'm telling you, That's where you get it in. You could change your location on Netflix or Hulu, and then you can get the shows that are in the United Kingdom. Oh my god, I was watching Jeepers Creepers, and there's a new one. And Kendall was like, "You watch the weirdest." I was like, "I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it." And I love documentaries. The only thing I did not watch is like I like mockumentaries, but I didn't watch Dahmer on Netflix because I feel like they picked an incredibly good-looking person that people are going to gravitate to and feel some kind of empathy off of this killer. So I'm not down for that. I feel like that was like it makes sense in Netflix world, right? Like I'm making that money, but like seriously, they picked a very attractive person that anybody in this world will be attracted to, and they're going to feel some kind of empathy for them. And I'm like, he's a murderer. Like, what? Like, yeah, I want to see the Jeepers Creepers new one. The first one freaked me out, and I let Faith watch it with me, and she didn't think it was gonna be scary, and she was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Yeah." Um, I don't know why I like that. I'm also like I like to watch like old school like really crummy movies from the 90s. Somebody said it that I had my if you look at my binder that I had for the Hortensia, if you stop, look at what's wrapped around it. It says I bind you, Nancy. So like you just look at if you really pay attention to some of the stuff I have on my table when I'm working, you'll be like, yeah, Shanova is a freaking nerd. Okay. If it's weird and nerdy, I will totally buy it because that's just my style. That's just my style. No, I haven't. I'm probably gonna listen to a book today because my kryptonite person is Jojo Moyes. Like I don't know, Me Before You and like all that. I don't know why I like her writing style, but I do. So she has a new book out, and the reviews on Audible are really good. So I'm going to probably get that, listen to that, and cut out this pattern because this pattern has a lot of unique. When you cut out all the lining and all the contrasting fabrics and whatever, it's all rectangles, and then you have to circle it off. The on the last page, on page 9, I believe, it has like the fit like 3.5-inch circle, 5, and some other circle. So I need to like not look at anything and just listen, so I don't like mess up my fabric. But yep, that's it. Tomorrow I have a couple of appointments, and you'll see the results of those appointments on Saturday. And that's all I'm doing. Cleaning, prepping, and whatever. I'm shipping off all the packs that I'm going to be bringing to So Magical tomorrow to my friends. And I can't believe this time next week I will be in Texas. It's crazy. All right. Well, I am going to start working and I will talk to you guys on Saturday. I probably will just like make a short or something, but this time tomorrow I'll be like just disappeared. So I hope everyone has a really good day, and I hope everyone has a really good Friday. And I will talk to you guys all real soon. Okay. Happy sewing. Bye.